Module Overview. Module 10 serves as the culmination of this interdisciplinary journey, integrating deep insights from psychology, neuroscience, cognitive science, artificial intelligence, philosophy, and cultural studies to explore the frontiers of art, consciousness, and creativity. This module investigates the evolving definition of art, how consciousness influences and is influenced by the creative process, and what lies ahead in the age of machine intelligence, neuroaesthetics, extended cognition, and posthuman creativity. Art is no longer confined to canvas, sculpture, or stage. It is digitally mediated, globally accessible, neurologically mapped, and increasingly co-created with non-human agents. The concept of artist itself is transforming into a more fluid and collaborative identity embedded within networks of consciousness, both human and artificial. The module encourages you to critically analyze the role of self-awareness, embodiment, transpersonal states, altered consciousness, and spirituality in the artistic process. Additionally, it examines the interplay of technology and consciousness, including the use of VR/AR, AI-generated art, brain-machine interfaces, and neural feedback systems as mediums of expression. This module is both philosophical and practical, inviting you to develop future-ready frameworks for understanding and participating in the next evolution of creative experience. Key themes and components: consciousness and the creative self. Creativity emerges not just from cognition, but from conscious awareness, the subjective experience of being, sensing, and choosing. Levels of consciousness from preconscious to transpersonal affect the quality and depth of artistic inspiration. The creative self is a product of internal narratives, emotional histories, and embodied awareness. It is fluid, pluralistic, and evolving. Altered states and artistic insight. Altered states of consciousness, ASCs, including dreams, trance, meditation, psychedelics, and flow, are long-standing catalysts for artistic breakthroughs. Artists like Salvador Dalí, William Blake, and Alex Gray drew from non-ordinary states to access symbolic, archetypal, or visionary content. The default mode network, DMN, quiets during ASCS, enabling unconventional associations, expansive perception, and loss of ego boundaries. Embodied and extended creativity. Creativity is not just in the head, it's distributed across the body, tools, environment, and collaborators. The theory of extended cognition proposes that our mind is augmented by external systems, e.g., sketchbooks, digital tools, environments. Embodied creativity draws from the lived physical experience. Gesture, movement, and tactile feedback play key roles in ideation and expression. The evolution of the artist's role. In modern times, the artist is no longer a solitary genius, but a node in a creative network influenced by social, cultural, and technological systems. Collaborative art, open source aesthetics, and participatory design are redefining artistic authorship. The rise of neurodiverse, gender-fluid, and cross-cultural creators challenges traditional canons and invites plurality. Artificial intelligence and creativity, co-creating with machines. Artificial intelligence is not merely a tool, it is becoming a creative agent. Systems like DALL-E, Midjourney, Runway ML, and ChatGPT can generate visual, literary, musical, and conceptual artworks. The Turing test for art explores whether AI-generated works can emotionally move, provoke, or inspire human audiences. Human-AI collaboration fosters new genres, aesthetics, and authorship models. Neurotechnology and the art of the mind. Brain-computer interfaces, BCIs, now allow artists to create via thought alone. EEG-based art installations translate brainwaves into sound, visuals, and kinetic movement. Neurofeedback enables self-directed mental training for entering optimal creative states. Artists can now explore consciousness as a medium, literally sculpting their inner states into external forms. Art as a tool for conscious evolution. Art can catalyze personal awakening, collective healing, and cultural transformation. Transpersonal psychology views art as a bridge between the personal and the universal, inviting encounters with archetypes, myths, and the divine. Artistic experiences can foster empathy, ecological awareness, social justice, and existential reflection. Ethical and philosophical challenges. As technology advances, new questions arise. Who owns AI-generated content? Can machines be conscious creators? Should neuroenhancement be used to boost creativity? How do we ensure ethical AI in creative industries? These dilemmas demand interdisciplinary inquiry and cultural literacy. The future of artistic experience. Creativity will be multisensory, immersive, and participatory, blurring the line between creator and audience. Virtual and augmented realities will host art that's adaptive, interactive, and transcendent. Mixed reality exhibitions, haptic feedback suits, and emotionally intelligent systems will create hyper-personalized art. Bioart, quantum art, and consciousness-coded installations are likely frontiers. The conscious creator. The final section synthesizes the module's lessons to define the conscious creator. Self-aware, embodied, ethically grounded, technologically fluent, open to interspecies and transhuman collaboration. Students are invited to reflect on their creative legacy and how their practice might influence future consciousness. Learning objectives. By the end of this module, you will understand how consciousness shapes and is shaped by creative practices. Identify altered states of consciousness and their impact on artistic insight. Analyze the role of embodiment, extended cognition, and AI in creative expression. Predict trends in emerging art technologies and their philosophical implications. Reflect on the evolving identity and responsibility of the conscious creator.